Hi, this is Meditations with Krista and Kids. As requested, I've put together some books that we can use with our kids, and if you're a counselor, these are some books you can use with the kids you work with. One that is a really fun one is How Full is Your Bucket for Kids? This is an excellent book. It's written by Tom Rath and Mary Reckmeyer. It's got beautiful illustrations. It really teaches the concepts of how we all have an invisible bucket of happiness or sadness, and basically we try to fill it each day, and when it gets low, we need to fill it back up. I really enjoyed reading this recently with some kids I work with, learning to be kind and understand differences. This is helpful for social skills, paying attention to your feelings, looking for clues about what others are feeling, learning the connection between thoughts and feelings. This is put out by Imagination Press. It's written by Judith Glasser and Jill Menkes-Kushner and illustrated by Charles Weil. There's a lot of good books by authors put out on Imagination Press on apa.org, so I highly recommend that. I'm a big fan of the Scholastic Book Fairs. Pick this up. It's a classic, Wemberly Worried. It's by Kevin Hanks. It's about a little girl who struggles with her anxiety and how she constantly has worries and then how she gets through them. Another one on worries that I've enjoyed reading is David and the Worry Beast. This one has lots of great illustrations on how our worry can go from very small to very big, almost like a creature. It's written by Anne Marie Gonsi, illustrated by Caroline Attia. And the worry starts out quite small, and then it grows and grows, and it manifests as he has struggles with his anxiety, with sports and academics. And in the end, he goes and gets help. And he talks to a psychologist at the school, and he talks to his parents, and he learns that he can gain control over it. It has excellent skill building work within it. I particularly like how it helps the child to remember that they're not alone, that you can learn ways to help yourself, especially deep breathing, reframing your thoughts. And if you don't understand something, it's always important to ask for help and know that your feelings are valid and important. It's good to share our scared feelings with parents or trusted adults, and talking with others can help you feel better. Remember, nobody's perfect. You don't need to be the best at everything. Feel proud of yourself each time you try your hardest. To keep your worries from growing too large, you can picture a big red stop sign in front of you. Stop at the sign and think for a few minutes about your problem. Is it large, medium, or small? You can also breathe in through your mouth or nose and slowly let it out. Do this a few times. It will help your body to relax. Listen to soothing music or peaceful sounds before bed or before a big game or test. This will also help you relax. There's also a whole section on tips for parents as well. It's a really useful tool that I enjoy using with my own kids and also with the kids I work with. Along with that, I really like the book Fear Interferes. This is written by Claire A. B. Freeland and Jacqueline B. Toner, illustrated by Janet McDonald. It has great illustrations and comics and talks about how our anxiety can be like an alarm bell. And it also talks about how anxiety can be small, and we can tackle it a little bit at a time before it gets to be too big. And it does introduce gradual exposure and how to use it. And it has great illustrations of that with the ladders and rockets and wonderful charts that you can use. So I highly recommend that for use with fears of animals or shots, or fears of the dark, fears of storms. Currently, I'm enjoying using this book, the Feelings book, The Care and Keeping of Your Emotions. So that's a nice one too. It's written by, I think, the American Girl series. And most of these you can pick up also on Amazon.com. Another one by Imagination Press is The Tallest Bridge in the World, a story for children about social anxiety. And it's written by Ellen Flanagan Burns, illustrated by Anthony Lewis. Really nice little stories about how children overcome their social anxiety. Helps them feel less alone when they know that there's other kids that have gone through it and that they can tackle it. I like the whole series by Susan Verde and the art by Peter Reynolds. There's many of these available online, Amazon. I think Barnes & Noble sells them as well. I Am Yoga. Lovely meditations at the end. The pictures are quite calming, all talking about how to control your anxiety. I Am Peace. There's a couple others. I Am Human. I Am Love. They're also really great in that series. Another scholastic book, Do Unto Others. Great about showing how even amongst the animals, we can use manners to treat others with respect. It's quite comical. It has all types of furry friends like otters and beavers and bunnies, and it's very bright and cheerful. Another one that's good is Try a Little Kindness by Henry Cole. It's another one that has a little story about showing empathy and care and how to create that for others. Simple one for the younger kids is Being Responsible. A lot of these are first readers, so you can even hold it up to the kids and they can read along with you. Another one that's really good for the really younger kids that are 2, 3, and 4 is Glad Monster, Sad Monster. And it's a book about feelings by Ed Emberley and Anne Miranda. And I particularly enjoy watching the kids' faces as we play with the masks. I think it's helpful to laminate them, but you don't have to. They come with the book comes with masks. So there's a bunch of other comics on different subjects that I've been using. One of them is Shield Up, How Upstanding Bystanders Stop Bullying by Marcella Marino Craver, illustrated by Amerigo Pinelli. That one's great. That one's on Imagination Press. I did also get another one that was in that similar category by the same author, Chillax, How Ernie Learns to Chill Out, Relax, and Take Charge of His Anger. And I use it so often I've bookmarked my favorite pages, which are all about deep breathing. I like this section on one of the pages. It says, has a little acronym, and it says, sing a song in your head, imagine yourself laughing, take cover and let people know you need a minute to calm down and think. Walk away, fake a smile, it's like winter for your brain, breathe. And it has it all illustrated nicely. Little images that are fun for kiddos. I also like the breakdown at the end, calm down breathing and deep breathing practice. Really good images and pretty affordable. This one's, I think, was like $6. Many of these you can get from the library as well. When meditations, I like Breathe Like a Bear by Kira Willie and illustrated by Annie Betts. Very cheerful, happy pictures. Very easy to do meditations of different categories. There's ones on kindness, there's ones on affirmations, gratitude, there's ones on simple breathing, wake up your face, imagining you're breathing like a lion. It's got fun illustrations as well. Highly recommend that one. Other meditation books that I really have enjoyed, Lori Light has a wonderful line of stories. Highly recommend her stories. I have several of them. I know my kids really enjoy them at night. Angry Octopus is probably one of our favorites. It's about an octopus that gets upset, and then as it's angry, lets out its ink and turns all red, and the mermaid or sea child teaches the octopus how to breathe calmly. And the illustrations are very calming as well. You can get many of those by the Lori Light books also on Kindle as well. She's also got some nice ones like this one too, Sea Otter Cove, another one about deep breathing. I've often enjoyed reading the Teacher Dragon stories by Steve Herman. It's an entire series on Amazon. I have several of these. They're often at the public library, which is a great thing. This is another series for younger kids by Sherry Miners, the Learning to Get Along series. So those are really good for kids that are having trouble getting along with siblings or having trouble learning or listening. Know and Follow the Rules is another one. A lot of kids struggle with learning how to regulate their feelings when they lose a board game. Sally the Sore Loser is great. That one's by Frank Cilio, illustrated by Carrie Pilo. I've often used The Way I Feel books by Cornelia Mauld Spellman, illustrated by Nancy Coate. It's a whole series of these. I have found several of them in the public library as well. Grabbing the last of the books for you all. Another scholastic one, What Does It Mean to Be Kind? Nice simple one by Reina Di Orio, illustrated by Stefan Jorsey. Beautiful illustrations as well. Louise Hay has wonderful books too. I Think I Am. This one teaches kids the power of affirmations. I like the workbooks by this series, What to Do When Mistakes Make You Quake. This is a good one. This is Claire A. B. Freeman and Jacqueline B. Toner, illustrated by Janet McDonald. Really good for kids with struggles with perfectionism. There's also one on sleep by Dawn Hubener, illustrated by Bonnie Matthews, What to Do When You Dread Your Bed. Another one on anger that I often use is I'm Not Bad, I'm Just Mad. And that is by Lawrence Shapiro, Zach Pelta Heller, and Anna B. Greenwald. So that's just some things that I like to use. Often I'll throw in a joke or a little poem or comic from Highlights magazine. This one was fun, on sleep struggles. So those are things you can add in too. I use the sometimes apps like headbands through House Party. That can be fun. That's a free app you can utilize. That's all for now. I hope that you like this video. If you do, like it, subscribe, share it with friends, and don't forget to ring the bell. Hope that we can make some more videos together. Thank you. Namaste. Best wishes for happy reading with your kids and the kids you work with.